I'm standing here in Allen Gardens in downtown Toronto, at the corner of College and Carleton, and it seems this park recently has been overtaken by a homeless encampment. There seems to be a mix of those who are addicted and Indigenous natives who living in this park. In fact, the city has set up a sacred fire pit for the Indigenous to use with no issue about fires being set in parks. So here we are at the beginning of the summer season, and this park has been completely overtaken by a tent city. And I find that very disturbing. These people are, as I discovered walking through, quite abusive. And they seem not to recognize that they are squatting in a public park. Of course, this has been set up by the politicians who have enabled them to overtake a park. What I find especially disturbing, besides them occupying a public park, is that there are plenty of shelter spaces in the system at more than $200 of taxpayer money per night for them to occupy. But they have chosen to squat in a public park. Having just been to the east side of Vancouver, where the drug addicted are squatting on sidewalk after sidewalk with no end in sight, I fear that the same thing is happening in Toronto. And no one seems to care. It doesn't seem to matter to people. The media, the legacy media, turn a blind eye to it, and the politicians allow it to happen. I can only imagine what people who are trying to walk their dogs or just enjoy the park on a warm afternoon might feel. I don't see many people actually sitting here and enjoying Allen Gardens. And that really disturbs me, that a park can be taken over by people who are aggressive and abusive and nobody does anything about it. This is not the city that I came to many, many years ago. The attitude of the people who are squatting here is that it is their God-given right to be here. Well, I'm sorry, it is not their God-given right, and I wish somebody would have the guts to clear this place out. For True North, I'm Sue Ann Levy.